Hey guys, this is Miss Anderson. Welcome back to third grade math, week 4, day 4, lesson 22 on liquid volume. Today we're going to be working on pages 247 through 250. So the last 4 pages in your lesson 22 packet. To begin, let's go back over our lesson objectives. The first one says, I can measure and estimate liquid volumes of objects using standard units. So that's what we've been doing all week long, where we're looking at different objects in different containers and seeing how much of a liquid would fit into that container. And then also, I can solve one-step word problems involving volumes that are given in the same units by using a drawing to represent the problem. So this is, again, when we're looking at word problems and it tells us somebody has a certain amount, and either they've gotten rid of a few liters, they wanted to share the liters with somebody, anything of that sort. Now let's look at our vocabulary. We have measure, we have estimate, remember that's an educated guess, liquid, volume. Remember, volume tells us how much of a liquid is in a container, the amount, whether that be how much is in a bucket, a fish tank, a cooler, a juice can, anything that's a liquid, and how much is anything that can hold a liquid and how much fits in there. And liters is one of those units of measurement that we have been using. So let's take a look. It says, Bridget fills 7 water coolers for the school picnic. Here they are right here. Each cooler holds 9 liters of water. So that means this holds 9, this holds 9, this holds 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. How many liters of water are in the coolers? So now this is how they solved it. It says each cooler has the same amount of water, so you can multiply to find the total. So they did 7 times 9, which equals 63, and their final answer is the coolers hold 63 liters of water. All right, so now it's our turn. Let's take a look at number 1. Jose had a cooler with 25 liters of lemonade to take to school for his birthday party. So let's imagine one of these. Then he poured 1 liter from the cooler to keep at home. How many liters were left to take to school? So we know he started with a container that holds 25 liters in it. Then he poured out 1 liter. So if he poured it out, that means he got rid of it. What operation would we use? Subtraction. Good. So we would do 25, because remember, our larger number always goes first. Take away, and I'm going to actually do 25 liters. Take away 1 liter. And that just kind of lets us know, remember what we're working with. Equals, so 25 take away 1 is 24. And remember, we always want to put our labels on there. So 24 liters. And for your answer on this line, you can put Jose took 24 liters to school. Period. Number 2. Miss Lyon bought a cooler with 24 liters of lemonade to school to serve her students. The students are sitting at 8 different tables. She gives the same amount of lemonade to students at each table. How many liters does each table get? So if we're sharing them out, she started off with 24 and she wants to share them out. What operation would we use if we're sharing them out? We start with our total, and we're evenly sharing them out to these 8 tables. If you said division, you are correct. So we would do 24. And again, I'm not able to do the division symbol on my laptop, so I'm just going to do the slash, which means the same thing. Divided by 8 equals, and let me add, you can just do an L for liters, a large capital L. And let's say, we're a little rusty on our division. What we can do is we can draw our 8 tables. Okay, so I quickly drew out my 8 tables. So now what I need to do is I need to share these 24 liters with the 8 tables. So I'm simply going to just count. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to go back to the top. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So now if we look, let me zoom in a little bit. Each table you can see has 1, 2, 3 X's in them, or those are our liters of lemonade. So how many liters would each table get? Well, if we look, everybody has 3 liters. I'm going to put 3 liters. So 24 liters divided by 8 liters gives us 3 liters. Remember, guys, you can always draw a picture to help you. Best way. So for my answer on the line, I would put each table gets 3 liters of lemonade. Number 3, write a division sentence with an unknown to show how you solved problem 2. Well, this is perfect because we already wrote our division sentence up here, but our unknown was how many liters we had left. So when we come back down to write it, we would still write 24 liters divided by, so that was 24 liters of lemonade. And I'm sorry, we have to go back because this was not liters, those were just the tables. Divided by those 8 tables, which this was the information we already knew. So we already knew she had 24 liters of lemonade and she wanted to divide them out amongst the 8 tables. What we did not know was how many each table was going to get. So that is our unknown. So we can simply put S for our unknown. If you want to put P, Q, X, square, triangle, whatever you choose, that is fine. As long as you show some type of symbol to let us know that this is your unknown. Number 4. Samuel took 5 coolers to his basketball game. Each cooler had 9 liters of water. How many liters of water altogether did he take to the game? Show your work. So he had 5 coolers and each one had 9 liters in them. Let's draw this out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my 5 coolers. You can also pause the video at this time to draw your 5 coolers as well. Okay, so here are my 5 coolers. And if I go back to the problem, it says each cooler holds 9 liters of water. So I'm simply just going to put 9. In fact, let's do 9 liters. 9 liters. 9 liters. 9 liters. And 9 liters. All right, so if we want to know the total amount that we have all together, if we combine all these coolers together, how much would we have? What could we do? Now, if you said we could add them up, you are correct. We could do 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9, which is repeated addition. What repeated addition is another form for what? Multiplication. Good job, guys. So what we can do is, instead of adding 9 5 times, we can write a multiplication sentence or equation to show this. So I know that we have 5 coolers, and we want to multiply those 5 coolers by the 9 liters that are in each cooler. All right, so now take the time to figure out what 5 times 9 is. If you said 45, you are correct. So we have 45, let's not forget our liters. We can just use L as well. all together. So on your line, you can write Samuel took 45 liters to the game. Excellent. Number 5. Look at problem 4. If 3 coolers are completely empty after the game, how many liters of water are left? And so what they're saying is now after the game, they drank enough water that 3 of these are empty. They're completely gone. So what we can do is we can still use our drawing from number 4. And what we can simply do is cross them out. So we know where we use that one. And I'm sorry, you cannot see that. Let's make that black. Perfect. All right. We used this one. And we used up this one. So these no longer have water in them. All we have left are these 2 9 liters. So how many liters of water are left? Well, we can simply count. So we have 9 plus 9, or you could do 9 times the 2 coolers that we have left over, which would give us 18. 18 what, guys? Liters. And actually, we want to put this in a complete sentence. So there are 18 liters of water left over. Number 6. The fuel tank in Janice's car holds 60 liters of gas. She has 20 liters of gas in her tank. How much more gas does she need to fill up the tank? All right, guys, so we have those key words, how much more. If you go back and you remember how much more, what operation does that go with? Subtraction. Excellent. So we know that she has 20 liters right now. We want to know how many more liters does she need to get to 60. So we're going to simply subtract. Remember, we always start with our larger number. 60, take away 20. And if you need to, you can always line yours up this way to help you. Okay. Remember, we always start in our ones place. 0 take away 0 is 0. 6 take away 2 is 4. So our final answer would be 40. And on our solution, Janice needs 40 more liters to fill up her tank. All right, guys. So I do not want us to rush off. We have 2 pages left. I'm sorry. So go ahead and go to part 2 so that way we can finish working on our lesson for today. Good job, guys. See you in a minute.